Hello and welcome, sports fans, to this live video streaming event from Table Rock Sports Productions in partnership with our local school districts and sponsors. I'm Jeff Smith with Rob Moyne coming to you live from Grants Pass High School in Grants Pass, Oregon. Thank you for joining us today. It's the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week on TableRockSports.net. Powered by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon. Today's game will be the Grants Pass Cavemen taking on the South Medford Panthers. We're pleased to bring you this game on TableRockSports.net in partnership with the Grants Pass School District and our participating community business partners. Joe Brett is the executive producer for today's event. Our sponsors keep these events free for fans to enjoy. Please let them know you appreciate their support. Please help Table Rock Sports by subscribing to our YouTube channel. Go to youtube.com, search Table Rock Sports, and click on the red subscribe button. And we want to thank you if you're already a subscriber to Table Rock Sports. South Medford Panthers, a 2-0 record so far this season. They are coached by Claudio Villa. And the starters for South Medford: wearing number 0 will be Silvano Pineda. Number 3, Andrew Opperman. Number 7, Alexis Reyes. Number 8, Cash Cota. Number 9, Felix Valenzuela. Number 10, Eloy Saucedo. Number 12, Stephen Calvillo. Number 15, Peyton Rogers. Number 16, Connor Malkinen. Number 18, Tyson Palitochuk. And number 21, Sergio Pina.
Before we begin, the starting lineup for the visiting Panthers. In goal, number 0, Silvano Pineda.
And the starting lineups for the Grants Pass Cavemen.
Number 3, Andrew Opperman.
The keeper will be number 1, Jacob Moss.
7, Alexis Reyes.
Number 2, Evan Miranda.
Number 8, Cash Cota.
Number 3, Mario Torres.
Number 9, Felix Valenzuela.
Number 4, Parker Pastrell.
Eloy Saucedo.
Number 6, Cy Isabel.
Stephen Calvillo.
Number 9,
Number 15,
Will Spagnolo. Number 10, Kenley Sheard. Number 11, Elijah Leach. Number 13, Jacob Holst. And number 17, Cade Brandis. Cavemen are coached by Travis Boersma, and their current record is 0-1 on the season.
Jacob Moss. Number 2, Evan Miranda. Number 3, Mario
So
Torres.
we will take a quick break here, and we will come back with the start of boys soccer, the Cavemen and the Panthers.
Daily adventure at My Circle K. Whether it's some Monday motivation to kickstart your day, adding some crunch to your lunch, or feeling up for a road trip, your journey begins with My Circle K, powered by GP Energy.
At 3 o'clock, Carter's campaign for class president will go live. His platform?
Thirsty for change?
Juice boxes for all. At 4, Liz will bid online and win.
Yes! Yes!
Which is why at 2, I'm down the street preparing for the storm. So no matter what, the show will go on.
It doesn't matter how old you are. Buying supplies for a road trip should always look like an unsupervised 9-year-old was given $20. Relive those days. Live life full circle. My Circle K, powered by GP Energy.
Ram Power Days at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We're stocked up with a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course, Ram trucks. Choose from one of our largest inventories ever of new Jeep Cherokee 4x4s. Test drive a new Ram 1500 and see why Ram is Motor Trend's back-to-back-to-back three-peat truck of the year. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. Get Ram Power Days special pricing on every new vehicle in stock only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
Dear Dad, I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports. I love my team. I just want to play, but not if you always lose your temper. Love, Katie.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.com.
Welcome back to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week on TableRockSports.net, powered by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou. Boys soccer today from Mel Ingram Field here at Grants Pass High School. The South Medford Panthers taking on the Grants Pass Cavemen. Panthers in white, Grants Pass Cavemen in the blue and gray. And we are just about set to go. And let's recap the starters one more time. For South Medford, Pineda, Opperman, Reyes, Coda, Valenzuela, Saucedo, Calvillo, Rogers, Malkinen, and Paladichuk. And for the Cavers, Moss, Miranda, Torres, Pastrell, Isabel, Boersma, Spagnolo, Sheard, Leach, Holst, and Brandis. And we are underway. It's my first chance to broadcast a soccer game this season. I've been to a few, but the smoke has canceled a few games early this season, but the rain coming through last night has cleared out all the smoke, and it's actually a pretty nice day out here. Partly cloudy. The rain's gone for the time being, and perfect temperature for open the windows and watch some soccer. First home game for the Cavemen, they had it canceled before they even got to the field. The girls' game was about 10 minutes in when it got called for smoke, and they canceled both the games. And we haven't had a home game to cover until today since then. Of course, that was the end of August. Here's that chance turned aside by the Panthers. Good hustle there from Moss to get out there and stop that attack as Paladichuk was on the run for that one, but Moss got there just ahead of him. Panthers ranked 11th in the 6A currently in the state rankings, although, again, because of so many games canceled here in the Valley, it's different teams have played different amount of games, so it's sometimes hard to judge the rankings, where Grants Pass only has one game in the books, and they're currently ranked 46, so a win today would definitely shake that up a little bit for the Cavemen. Of course, a win for the Panthers today would kind of solidify that 11th ranking of 11th. There's a chance. Pineda gets there ahead of the pack and clears it out for the Panthers. And looks like we'll have a corner kick coming up for the Cavemen. And the Panthers defend that well. Cavemen patiently working their attack here. Little give and go turned aside. I believe that was Malkinen on that defensive play to break up that give and go. When we do games here at Mel Ingram Field, sometimes I like to point out the dimensions of the field, as it's hard to see the lines on this field. A chance for the Panthers. Oh, and Moss kicks it right into Paladichuk, and we have our first goal as the Panthers get on the board first. Palodichuk, excuse me. We'll get that one right. So, get our clock right at the 33:17 mark.
Pedro Gonzalez in for the Cavemen.
So South Medford takes the early lead, and that's one of those examples of sometimes just sending it and seeing what happens. I always kind of compare it to dumping it in hockey. Sometimes that's just dumping and chasing is all you need to do to get some success on offense, and that's pretty much what happened there. Here's another chance, same situation. This time the Caver defense is up to the task, but you set up those foot races, and you saw that one. Moss tried to clear it, but wasn't able to do it, and essentially assisted the South Medford goal. Free kick for the Cavers. Looks like Cade Brandis will take this one. And that'll be a goal kick for the Panthers. Saucedo will take the throw in here. Sheard has his pocket picked, but he gets it back. See what he can do with it here. Nice move to get around one defender, but had it taken away momentarily. Now the Cavers will try and set up their attack. A little give and go play. Set up nicely. Here's a chance for the Cavemen. Pineda comes out and breaks it up. And we'll get a foul against South Medford. Looks like Torres will take the kick for the Cavers. That one put right into the front of the goal, and an injury. Silvano Pineda shaken up on the play. Don't believe we're getting any kind of a foul call on this. See if Pineda's going to be able to continue here, or according to the roster we received, they do have a backup keeper. Not a lot of reserves on the roster today for the Panthers, but I believe they do have a legitimate backup keeper. But Pineda ready to continue as play is back underway. Leach battling with Calvillo, and it'll be a goal kick for the Panthers. Cavers clear it up. Sheard sends one. Grant's pass was looking for an offsides call there. I'm not so sure that he wasn't, but they'll come the other way on the attack. And Pineda gets there just ahead of Spagnuolo. I'll get back to what I was saying about the field, because the gray lines are really hard to pick up on the broadcast and even just sitting here live in the booth. The soccer lines, of course, are about a yard outside of the football lines. If you look on either sideline, you see the blue stripe that is basically where the teams stand for the football games. The line is just on the edge of that blue stripe. So I know it's hard to pick up. You can see it there as they set up for the goal kick. You can see where that corner flag is. A lot of the fields, the soccer lines are painted in yellow, a little easier to see, but went with a different color scheme here, and looks really nice for the field, but hard to pick up sometimes during the soccer matches. And a little too aggressive were the Cavers, so a free kick for South Medford. One to nothing on the John L. Scott scoreboard. Polotachuk with the lone goal thus far in this one. And Panthers turn it over. Chance for the Cavers. That's going to be a foul on Grant's pass. Free kick. Pedro Gonzalez got a little too aggressive on that one, and the Panthers will get the free kick. Another free kick for the Panthers. I think that one looked a little worse than it was. You got somebody in the air. It doesn't take a lot of contact to knocked them offline, and had his feet been on the ground, that contact probably wouldn't have been a foul, but and we'll have a corner kick for the Panthers. So I believe that's Valenzuela for South Medford. Going to take the corner to double check the number there, but goes all the way across the field and taken away by the Cavers. That might have been Coda. I think it was Coda taking that corner kick. And another free kick coming up for the Panthers. Kenley Shear was unhappy about something. Not sure if it was the call or what led to the foul that he was unhappy about, but he'll retreat on defense here as the Panthers line up the free kick. Another chance. Goes wide of the net off the foot of Reyes. And we're going to get an offsides call. Cavers had a pretty good attack set up there, but getting just out ahead of everyone else was Pedro Gonzalez. Two guys went for the header there. The foul called on the Caveman. I think that may have been the third guy in that got hit with that foul. I don't believe that initial play was the call there. Chipped in. Another goal for South Medford. That one just placed beautifully over the keeper by Eloy Saucedo.
South Medford goal number 10, Eloy Saucedo.
At the 20-30 mark.
For the Cavemen.
So South Medford on the John L. Scott scoreboard, now leading 2-0. That ball was just beautifully placed and got it right over the keeper, Jacob Moss. Good tackle there, getting a piece of the ball, making it making it legal. Sheared centers. The header goes a little bit wide, but a good chance for the Cavers there. Leach got the head on it, but just couldn't get it toward the goal. Another chance for the Panthers. Shot taken by Coda. So Coda with a nice individual effort down there to get that shot attempt off. Oh, and a free kick for the Cavers as Spagnuolo got dumped on the play, took a ball in the face to boot. Here's a chance for the Cavers. Leach with the shot, but Pineda comes up with the save. Players from both teams pointing whose ball it was. The ball never went out. And now we'll get a free kick coming up for Grants Pass. Leach will take the kick. Tried to get it to Sheard, but sent it just a little too far for Sheard to collect. And a goal kick for the Panthers.
Back into the Panthers.
A little miscommunication there, a couple of the Cavers.
Isabel back in for the Cavemen.
Yeah, that'll be a free kick coming up for the Cavemen. Tried to set up Spagnolo, and he overran it just a hair.
Neville in for the Panthers.
Another chance for the Panthers, but Moss able to get there and on the John L. Scott scoreboard, South Medford 2, Grants Pass nothing. Southwest Conference action here from Mel Ingram Field. That's a no doubt clear there, all the way up into the stands. As Pena sent that one flying. Another chance for the Panthers, pushing it up. That one with some spin on it as it hit the defender on the way toward the goal off the foot of Neville. And Moss will clear it again for the Cavemen. Cavers on the attack. That one turned aside. Second chance right to Pineda. That shot will go wide off the foot of Leach. Sheared back into the match for Grants Pass. And that'll be a corner kick coming up for the Cavers. Looks like Sheard will take it for Grants Pass. That one over the top of everybody. I believe that was Knight called on that foul there resulting in that free kick for South Medford, but that's one of those situations where Knight came up to make the play and the South Medford player kind of cut him off. Didn't really make a play on the ball, but still got credited with or drew the foul. It's almost an interference situation, but now the Cavers on the attack again. Yeah, I'm not sure why the Cavemen backed off of that. Got a handball call against South Medford, but when it's dropped, those drops back to the keeper, of course the keeper can't pick them up. And that's exactly how South Medford scored that first goal, was the keeper trying to clear it, wasn't able to pick the ball up, and kicked it right into Politichuk. And that's how the Panthers got that first goal. And every team has their own philosophy on stuff like that, but I'm one, when the keeper can't use his hands, you need to make him a player. He's got to, when he's all he's got is his feet, you got to put the pressure on him. That shot sails high. In fact, last year during the COVID season, especially in a few of the girls' games that we saw here, the kickbacks to the keeper resulted in some pretty bad turnovers and goals for the other team. Certain teams were much too reliant on that play, and it comes around to bite you occasionally, and that's why you need to put the pressure on whenever you have the chance. That one off the foot of Torres goes right to the keeper. Cavers turn it over. Panthers looking to push. And that one sent a little too deep from off the foot of Neville. And it'll be Caver ball. The Cavers decide to go ball control there instead of the goal kick going deep. Oh, that throw in a perfect assist attempt, but the shot goes over the top. But nicely placed. Under 2 minutes now in this first half. Cavers would like to get one of those 2 goals back. South Medford would like nothing more than to punch one more in. Leach sends one for Boersma, but Pineda there to scoop it up. Under a minute to go now in this first half on the John L. Scott scoreboard. South Medford 2, Grants Pass nothing. Coming to you live from Mel Ingram Field here at Grants Pass High School. Big collision out near midfield. Sheard trying to make something happen. That one turned aside. And that's going to be a handball, I believe, as he used the shoulder to knock that one down. And with about 5 seconds remaining, this is going to do it for the first half. And that's it. At the end of one half of play on our John L. Scott scoreboard, it's 2-0 in favor of South Medford. You're watching the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day on TableRockSports.net, powered by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home or auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Sherm's Thunderbird Market has been serving Southern Oregon for over 50 years. We are thankful and proud to be able to say that our employees are like family, and we certainly couldn't serve Southern Oregon so well without them.
I love my job, and what better place to work than for the people who care about you and your community.
We really are treated more like family rather than just employees.
Our loyal customers make my job fun and more enjoyable.
Sherm's is now hiring. Go to our website to see what positions are available.
Your workers' comp claim was denied. Or was it accepted? Now what are you supposed to do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Since 1991, Medford area residents have looked to Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon for vision care for the whole family. Specializing in optometry for adults and children, ECA uses state-of-the-art diagnostic tools to scan for health risks and get your prescription just right. Get your students a comprehensive vision check to ensure they have their best chance to learn and succeed. And look good while you see well. Specialists in our optical boutique have extensive styles on hand or can special order. We hope to see your family at Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon. Visit eyecaresouthern.com to learn more.
Waiting, even a few days, to report a work injury or illness could cost you everything. But how do you know what you should do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Welcome back. You're watching the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week on TableRockSports.net, powered by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou. And on the John L. Scott scoreboard from Mel Ingram Field, it's a 2-0 score. South Medford Panthers leading Grants Pass. And a pretty evenly played first half. This score a little lopsided, but not really based on the amount of chances for each team. It was a pretty equal half, but don't want to call them lucky goals because they're not lucky. They're hard work goals. But the first goal, a one-on-one situation where the keeper couldn't pick the ball up, tried to clear it, and charging in to turn it back toward the goal was Tyson Politichuk. That was the first goal at 33-17 of the first half. And then about 13 minutes later, on a free kick that was just placed perfectly, Eloy Saucedo put in the second goal at the 20-30 mark. And that's the difference after one half of play. South Medford taking advantage of their opportunities, leading 2-0. Grants Pass has had equal opportunities, just has failed to put one in the net. But they're definitely not out of this one, as they've played well, just haven't gotten the results on the scoreboard as of yet. So we will take another break, and we'll come back with the second half of soccer action here from Mel Ingram Field. 2-0 South Medford. We'll be right back.
You're a coach, or plan to be a coach. What kind of coach do you want to be? This?
Hey! What is that? Come on, guy! You're killing me!
Or this?
I love it. I love what I see.
I don't care about the mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. Guys making millions of dollars on Sunday, they make mistakes.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.org.
There's a time machine, not so far away, that takes you back to a world just a few streets wide, where wonder rules the day and families are transformed, from the smallest bug-eyed explorer to that surliest know-it-all. So dive into the past and let them see the world through a simpler lens called Southern Oregon. Their adventure begins when you travel Medford.
RVTD means more for our community. Because of RVTD, every student has convenient access to the region's high schools to complete their education. Growing community support. RVTD.
Gather and memories are made. Tap Rock Northwest Grill.
RVTD means more for our community. More people than ever are using the bus to access healthcare, improving the overall health of our region. Growing community support. RVTD.
Daily adventure at My Circle K. Whether it's some Monday motivation to kickstart your day, adding some crunch to your lunch, or feeling up for a road trip, your journey begins with My Circle K, powered by GP Energy.
At 3 o'clock, Carter's campaign for class president will go live. His platform?
Thirsty for change?
Juice boxes for all. At 4, Liz will bid online and win. Which is why at 2, I'm down the street preparing for the storm. So no matter what, the show will go on.
It doesn't matter how old you are. Buying supplies for a road trip should always look like an unsupervised 9-year-old was given $20. Relive those days. Live life full circle. My Circle K, powered by GP Energy.
Power Days at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We're stocked up with a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course, Ram trucks. Choose from one of our largest inventories ever of new Jeep Cherokee 4x4s. Test drive a new Ram 1500 and see why Ram is Motor Trend's back-to-back-to-back three-peat truck of the year. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. Get Ram Power Days special pricing on every new vehicle in stock only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
Dear Dad, I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports. I love my team. I just want to play, but not if you always lose your temper. Love, Katie.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.com.
Welcome back to Mel Ingram Field here at Grants Pass High School. You're watching the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week on TableRockSports.net, powered by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou. And as we head to the second half on the John L. Scott scoreboard, South Medford with the 2-0 lead over the Cavemen from Grants Pass. Cavers will kick off to start this second half. getting a stoppage here. I think we're going to get a card. And Kenley Sheard gets the yellow card. Didn't see what. Oh, so I didn't hear what he did, but he got warned for something. Did it a second time, so he will have to be subbed out of the game momentarily and picks up the yellow card at the 39:44 mark officially. A lot more white jerseys in that offensive zone there. I think the Panthers, with the 2-goal lead, feeling like they can be a little more aggressive now, take some more chances, send more guys into the box. And the Cavers making a push here. That may be a corner kick. And it will be, as that was last touched by the Panthers. That one turned aside, and we'll do it again. Now we're going to switch players as Boersma took the first one. Looks like Isabel will take this corner. That one headed right to the keeper. Our second attempt is back to the keeper, Pineda. So another good scoring chance for the Cavers, but Pineda makes a couple of saves there. Wind picking up a little bit. I'm sure you can probably hear it in the microphone. Our field mic picking up a lot of the wind. That one turned aside by Hood. And that one punched in as Moss had come out. Couldn't get to that ball. It ended up right on the foot of Valenzuela at the 36-41 mark. Valenzuela makes it 3-0. Panthers with another push there, but Caver defense turns it aside, and now they'll push it up the field. That one a little too far. Pineda scoops it up for South Medford. Panthers on the attack again as they that one turned aside. They'll do it again. That one chipped in. And a collision and an injured Panther players. As Moss was one of the players that was in on the collision, but there may have been another Caver player in on that play. And it's Saucedo that is down for South Medford. Coach is coming out before he checks on his player. He's going to have a word with the referee there. So with the clock stopped here as they tend to the injured player, we'll let you know that Table Rock Sports is excited to welcome the Thomason Hospitality Group of Grants Pass and Tap Rock Northwest Grill as a new sponsor. You can also enjoy Thomason Hospitality at Elmer's, Pita Pit, and Human Bean locations throughout Southern Oregon. So Saucedo will head to the bench, it looks like. Up and walking off under his own power. Hopefully he'll be all right. A little less blue sky here in the second half, and the wind picking up a little bit. Don't know if the next wave of rain is on its way. Hopefully it holds off before we get out of here today. Although this field handles the rain pretty well, but the announcer doesn't handle the rain that well, so... Kenley sheared back into the match for Grants Pass. And another player shaken up. This one is a foul called on the Cavemen. And they're going to stop the clock again. We're going to get synced up with the clock here in the stadium. And looks like everybody's okay. We'll get things started. This that one just sails wide as Moss was tracking it, making sure he didn't need to touch that. And we're going to get a keeper substitution. Cameron Hicks going to replace Jacob Moss. Free kick for the Cavers. centering pass. And I think that's going to be a high kick called on Leach. I believe that was Pedro Gonzalez that sent that one across the goal, but Leach went up a little too high trying to make the play. And another free kick for Grants Pass as a little battle was ensuing out there between Pena and Sheard. And it goes in favor of the Cavers. See if they can make something happen here. Panthers trying to set up a mini wall here to defend this kick. And that one sent over the top and out of play for the goal kick. Off the foot of Brandis. Panthers 3, Cavers nothing on the John L. Scott scoreboard. 10 minutes gone by here in this second half. You can feel the added sense of urgency from the Cavers as they now trail by 3 goals. It's amazing how in soccer the difference between a 2-goal lead and a 3-goal lead is, it feels huge. If you're down 2 goals, you put one in, you feel like you're right back in it. With a 3-goal deficit, you don't feel out of it, but it definitely ticks up the amount of urgency. You can definitely feel that urgency coming from the field from the Cavers. And you can see they're willing to send more bodies into the zone, and that's going to be a foul on the Cavers. And another player shaken up. Can't quite see who that is for. And they do stop the clock now. I was wondering when he was going to make that call. Cash Coda, the injured player, gets up trying to. I think he's going to have to come out. Yeah, referees calling for the substitutions to come in, and Captain Peyton Rogers having a little discussion with the referee. I don't know if it was about that last play. It was a pretty aggressive foul, or at least it looked aggressive. I don't know how much in intent was there, but it was definitely an aggressive play. That one sent a little too far. Hicks comes out, makes the play. Here's a chance for the Cavers, turned aside as Torres sent one ahead for Sheard, but Pineda comes out and clears it into the stands. Cavemen turn it over. Panthers trying to push. Brandis there to turn that aside. And handball on Brandis. That one came up, hit him in the elbow. They call them handballs, but they can be anywhere from the hand all the way up the arm. Doesn't matter as much whether it's incidental or not. It matters whether it affects the play. That one, Hicks knocks it down but can't control it. And then the ball finally turned aside by the Caver defense. If you gain an advantage, generally that's when you get the handball call. It's all somewhat subjective. The rule is fairly clear. The way the rule is called is not always as cleared. Another chance for the Panthers, but it rolls right up to Hicks. And he'll clear it for the Cavers. Sheard hustling after it, and we're going to get a foul call, I believe, on Sheard. No, they're going to... No, this will be against the Panthers. My mistake. Free kick for the Cavers. And corner kick coming up is... No, they're going to say it's a goal kick. Boersma trying to say that was off the Panthers, but either the referee or the linesman made the call in favor of South Medford. Handballs both way on that one, but the first one gets called. Free kick for the Cavers, but they turn it over. And a foul against South Medford will be a free kick for Grants Pass. Torres will take the free kick as he waits for his teammates to get into place. That one fired wide. And that ball must have been touched, as Looks like we're going to have a corner kick for the Cavers, so that one tipped on the way in by one of the South Medford players. Now we get a whistle, and that one over the top, and this will be a goal kick. Sub coming in for South Medford, Cash Coda, back into the game. Good to see him back after getting shaken up earlier. Brandis with the good defensive play to snuff out that chance for the Panthers, and the Cavers looking to push. Two-on-one results in a turnover and a chance for the Panthers. And that pressure from Kenley Sheard pays off as the Panthers send that one up into the bleachers. And we'll have another sub coming in. Owen Neville back in for South Medford, and coming in for Grants Pass, number 6 is Cy Isabel back into the game. Here's a chance for the Cavers, and that one's sent wide, and it'll be a goal kick. We're halfway through this second half, and on the John L. Scott scoreboard, South Medford in control 3-0 over the Cavers of Grants Pass. And that's going to be against the Panthers. Free kick for the Cavers, and the Panthers have kind of gone back into the way they played that first half. They're not sending a ton of bodies to this offensive end, so kind of a shift, back and forth shift in strategy for the Panthers as this game has gone along. Early in this second half, the Panthers with the 2-0 lead, sending a lot of bodies into the zone, but now they've kind of pulled back a little bit here, although they've got the attack on here. That one off the post, and then off the side of the net, so a chance turned aside. Still lots of time left in this one, but the Cavers need to make a push here and get a goal on the board to tighten things up, and the Panthers feeling in control a little bit, playing a pretty confident game. Sheard looking for some help, but the Panthers turn that one up the far sideline. And this is going to be a foul. I believe this will be a penalty kick. That's in the box. Referee going to go check with the linesman on the call. And they will. We're going to let our clock run down. They'll stop the clock here at 17:45. The South Medford player throwing up his hands. There's a little miscommunication here between the referee and trying to see who that is for South, ready to take this free kick. And Hicks will be able to scoop that one up as Torres gets one over to Leach. And now, oh, beautiful give and go. And the goal punched in as Gonzalez gets the goal, but it was a beautiful teamwork between Gonzalez and Sheard. Gets the Cavers on the board. On the John L. Scott scoreboard, it is now 3-1. South Medford with the lead, but the Cavers finally get one into the net. Ooh. Taking one for the team. Isabel took that one right in the, either in the face or off the forehead. And that's going to be a foul on South Medford. And they're going to stop the clock. This may be a card here. And Saucedo pleads his case, but he's going to pick up the yellow card. He'll be subbed out. So both teams have picked up yellow cards in this one. Sheard got one early in this second half, and now Saucedo picks one up. Cavers looking to push, and we'll have a free kick for the Cavemen. You can hear the intensity picking up both sides. Torres sends one in. Cavers with it, trying to create a chance here. That one will be turned aside. The second half, there's been more than a couple of discussions between the player taking a free kick and the referee, and it has to do with the defenders setting up their wall. And that's going to be a foul on the Cavers, I believe, and a free kick coming up. And we're going to stop the clock for an injury. So this one, well, we thought we would stop the clock. Things getting a little chippy out here. That first Grants Pass goal has gotten them fired up, and the play on both sides of the ball has been a little more aggressive. And Sheard gets one, but Pineda there to fall on top of it. As it ticks down near 14 minutes to go on the John L. Scott scoreboard, it's South Medford 3, Grants Pass 1. And this, I believe, will be a corner kick. Yes, it will. Looks like Isabel will take this corner kick for the Cavers. Sends it across the middle, and it'll go off the Panthers for a Caver throw-in. Sheard couldn't handle that, and it'll be a goal kick for the Panthers. That pass from Spagnuolo, a little too far ahead of Leach. The Panthers will get the throw in. Cavers take it back, trying to set something up here. And I think that was a handball as Isabel tried to center. So another free kick coming up for Grants Pass. Cavemen can manufacture a goal here. That'll change the complexion of this game greatly. There's a chance turned aside nicely by Pineda. Cavers continue the attack, and another Panther foul, another free kick for the Cavers. Centering pass. Still alive, but it's off the football goalpost, off the upright. And Sheard wanting to keep this game moving, he quickly gets that ball into place for the goal kick. not wanting to waste any more of the time left in this one, as they still trail by 2, but definitely feeling like they're in it. That, I believe, is a handball. It is, and free kick for Grants Pass. Torres sends one to the center. And Leach couldn't get the head on that one. It's cleared. Torres will drop it to Brandes, gets it right back. Ref says play on. Little slight trip not being called. That one turned aside by Neville. Under 10 minutes now remaining in this one. On the John L. Scott scoreboard, Cavers trailing by 2, 3-1, but putting on some pressure here. And we're going to get another stoppage, I believe, for the injured Kenley Sheard. I want to give a quick shout out to the head coach of the Grants Pass Cavemen, Travis Boersma. Of course, Dutch Bros went public this week, trading as Bros. And that IPO, I believe they call it, initial public offering, went very well for Grants, for the Dutch Bros company. And so I want to congratulate Travis on that, as Kenley Sheard, up under his own power, headed back to the Caver bench. I imagine he'll be right back in this game if he's can shake off this injury. He's a little hobbled, looks like he's favoring one of those legs a little bit, but see if he can get himself back into this one. We're going to have a drop kick here as things get back underway, and that'll be a tripping penalty on the Panthers. Grants Pass wanting to go quickly, but referee says we'll do it again. Cavers trying to get a chance here. We'll have another free kick, another tripping penalty. Lots of bodies down there as most of the Panther team down there on defense. And likewise the Cavers, most of the bodies down there trying to get this to a one-goal game. Panthers set up their wall. We'll see what the strategy will be for the Cavemen. Bounces one right in, and a whistle. I believe we're going to have an offsides. And shaken up is Pineda. They'll stop the clock again. And wish I had another look at that. I didn't really see the offsides, but the linesman in perfect position there to make that call. Well, clock hasn't started here in the stadium. I started mine. He gave the whistle. I thought he rolled the clock. We will line ours up with the stadium so that we're as accurate as we can be. Pineda comes out, makes another play. That one sent a little too deep as Pineda is the first one to it. Rolls it out to the probably the biggest foot on the field, at least in this one, as Pena cleared it. Pena gets behind one. He can let it fly. He's got a big, big foot. And that's going to be foul on the Cavers. The Panther player, I believe that was Saucedo, got position and drew that foul by just getting good position. Similar to a box out in basketball, makes all the difference in the world if you have the better position. Panthers on the attack here. And a little too much, a little too aggressive with the hands there, and that's going to be Caver, free kick for the Cavers. Reyes, a little too aggressive with the hands as we wait for substitution, I believe we're waiting for. Here they come. Reed Hood into the match. Hicks able to scoop that up for the Cavers. Ticking down near the 4-minute mark on the John L. Scott scoreboard. Still 3-1, South Medford with the lead. Oh, and a little too much hands at the other end. That one's going to be called against Porter Boersma. And so a free kick coming up for South Medford. Foot race won by the Panthers. And a free, I believe this is going to be a free kick on a tripping call there as Politichuk called for the trip there. Of course, Politichuk scored the first goal of the day. And just as quickly as the intensity picked up for several minutes of play, you can feel that this one is, the intensity died down just a bit. Another foul called against South Medford. But that when you've got 15 minutes to play, that 2-goal deficit still feels workable. When there's under 2 minutes to go, it feels a little more desperate. This one's sent deep, and Hicks will just force the throw in, kicks it away so he can retreat to the goal mouth. Minute and a half left. Isabel gets a hand for the hustle play there. Trying to keep the attack alive for the Cavers, but time ticking down. They're just going to run out of time in this one. As that one got past Torres, but Brandis there to slow things down. And the clock ticks down. There's the horn, and that is going to do it. Final score on our John L. Scott scoreboard. South Medford Panthers 3, Grants Pass Cavemen 1. We will take a quick break, come back, and wrap things up from Mel Ingram Field once again on the John L. Scott scoreboard. It's a final. Grants Pass losing to South Medford 3-1, and we'll be right back.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home or auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Sherm's Thunderbird Market has been serving Southern Oregon for over 50 years. We are thankful and proud to be able to say that our employees are like family, and we certainly couldn't serve Southern Oregon so well without them.
I love my job, and what better place to work than for the people who care about you and your community.
We really are treated more like family rather than just employees.
Our loyal customers make my job fun and more enjoyable.
Sherm's is now hiring. Go to our website to see what positions are available.
Your workers' comp claim was denied. Or was it accepted? Now what are you supposed to do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Since 1991, Medford area residents have looked to Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon for vision care for the whole family. Specializing in optometry for adults and children, ECA uses state-of-the-art diagnostic tools to scan for health risks and get your prescription just right. Get your students a comprehensive vision check to ensure they have their best chance to learn and succeed. And look good while you see well. Specialists in our optical boutique have extensive styles on hand or can special order. We hope to see your family at Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon. Visit eyecaresouthern.com to learn more.
Waiting, even a few days, to report a work injury or illness could cost you everything. But how do you know what you should do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Welcome back to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week on TableRockSports.net, powered by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou. Final score in this one on the John L. Scott scoreboard. South Medford Panthers 3, Grants Pass 1. And a quick recap of the scoring in the second half. The only South Medford goal led things off at the 36-41 mark. Felix Valenzuela with the goal for South Medford. And the only Grants Pass goal, Pedro Gonzalez made it 3-1, but that was as close as Grants Pass would get. And so they fall to 0-2. South Medford improves to 3-0. And so that's going to do it for us from Mel Ingram Field here at Grants Pass High School. We'd like to thank you for watching today's broadcast. We'd like to thank the Grants Pass High School Athletic Director, Clay Ronceville, for hosting the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day on TableRockSports.net. Special thanks to head coaches Travis Boersma for Grants Pass, Claudio Villa for South Medford. Our next Table Rock Sports broadcast will be Tuesday. I believe we have volleyball action coming up on Tuesday. Check your local listings. Some of the starts have been getting changed. Volleyball tends to be a 6:45 start, but I believe that may be a 6 o'clock start. So just check on that, because we'll do the same so that we're here on time for the broadcast. Once again, the final score on the John L. Scott scoreboard, South Medford 3, Grants Pass 1. This has been a special presentation of Table Rock Sports. Our executive producer is Joe Brett. With Rob Moyne, I am Jeff Smith saying thanks for watching and good night from Grants Pass High School here in Grants Pass, Oregon.